Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka BillyIndiana. Today I'm going to do another unboxing of a Kickstarter that came over the summer while we were moving and just haven't had a chance to even open it up yet. And that is Buru. This is the Deluxe Kickstarter edition. I've got the Ambelau expansion and some other goodies. So if you're curious to see what comes in this version of Buru, stay tuned. And salamat menonton. So this is Buru, and there's a few little goodies over here on the side. Underneath, I have the Ambelau expansion. This is a game that I've been really looking forward to since it was on Kickstarter. I think it was back in 2021, and it arrived sometime, I believe, this summer, and I just put it in a box because we were moving, haven't had a chance to look at it. But I'm going to push the Ambelau expansion off to the side for now. And let's take a look at what's in the main box, and then we'll take a look at some of these goodies. Maybe we should look at these goodies first. They're a little bit easier to go through, and I can push them off to the side. This was just, I think if you joined on the newsletter, you got this Javanese coin. We used to live in Indonesia for about 14 years, so that's interesting to see the culture coming through in this. This is the first player marker for the Kickstarter version. It is a big, chunky piece of metal. Super heavy. Looks like a temple. There's metal coins that come with this one. I believe these are the right coins. There were some other things mixed in the box, but yeah, these are, I think, the right ones. Let's see what does it say right there? Yep, I guess it's not any words, but you can see the 1s and 4s, looks like. And we've got some art on there. Looks like some kind of a flower and maybe some kind of a bird or fancy creature. So those are some of the coins that came with it. I'm pretty sure those are with this game. There were a few things that got mixed up in that box, but and then there's the Kuda expansion. Kuda means horse in Indonesian. And so we've got some cards that come with that expansion here. So there's the Kuda card, Buru Kuda promo. Explanation of how to use it, I guess. Another Kuda card. It looks like I got 2 copies of it for some reason. Not sure why, but there's that. And then these are the tokens that come with it for that Kuda promo. Just got that silica packet, and then there's a horse and a fish. Looks like fish with bones showing, so maybe a dead fish. Not sure. We'll see what that promo is all about. All right, so this game was by Stephen Wren and Alex Flagg. It was published by Crafty Games. You can see kind of the Indonesian style to the art. The art was done by Enggar Adirasa and Danny May. And this is the deluxe edition. The art on the sides is kind of cool too. We can see, well, maybe let me get the plastic off and then we can see a little bit better. Lots of glare with the plastic still on it. Remove all that first, and we can take a look at the art. So a little bit better view of the art here on the cover, and then we can see here is one side for vertical storage on the shelf, and here is the other side for horizontal storage. And then we've got this side for horizontal storage that way, and then this side for vertical storage that way. And on the back, we see it says there's over 120 silk-screened wood pieces. Stores everything from this edition of the Buru base game plus the Ambelau expansion, so it'll be nice to get it all in here to this one container. It says, this premium edition of the Buru base game adds gold accents to the Explorers and Esteem tokens, extra detail to the Resource and Fish tokens, and upgraded versions of the Canoe, Guide, Liaison, and the 5th player tokens from the Ambelau expansion, so all components match. A custom insert by Game Trace is also included, with room for everything from the base game and the expansion. The lush island paradise of Buru awaits. Send explorers with secret power values into 4 regions of Buru. Outbid your opponents for the best actions in each region. Pay tribute to the spirits of Buru to earn the esteem of the islanders. The player with the most esteem becomes the ambassador to Buru. It's for 1 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, 60 to 75 minutes game length, and it says 2 stars for luck, 3 stars for learning ease, 4 stars for strategy, and 3 stars for interaction. So Very excited to get this one to the table. We've got a couple days left to break. I was mentioning this one to my wife last night. She seemed interested in learning this one as well. So here we have the rule book, it looks like. Nice art inside. And Buru, you're a noble of the 14th century Majapahit Empire, a powerful thalassocracy, woo, that's a tough one, maritime kingdom that presides over the Indonesian archipelago. By order of King Hayam Wuruk and his vizier, the great Gajah Mada, you are part of the first expedition dispatched to the remote island of Buru, charged with building an alliance and expanding the great mandala of Majapahit. Here you will dispatch explorers to survey the land, parley with islanders, and honor revered spirits. Through canny planning and a bit of luck, you will win the esteem of the islanders and become the first Majapahit ambassador to Buru. So, a little overview, components list here. You can see very, very nicely laid out. Good quality of the paper and the color. We've got our glossary of key terms here. And then the game board showing all the different components and how things match around the game board and what each section's called. And then we've got our how to play, our game rounds showing all the different phases. And I watched a video last night, just a brief one, and so there's 5 phases of the game, I believe. And then here we see game end and scoring. Here are the different regions. We've got the forest and the shore are 2 of the regions. Well, I really like the art and design here of the color layout, and then the village and the sacred lake. And then Lawan, the Majapahit are not the only group to sail the archipelago. Chinese seafarers, Malay merchants, and wandering pirates have all visited Buru, and now they work against you. This mode is a card-driven system that adds up to 2 automated Lawan rivals player to the game. A single player can add 2 Lawan to reach the recommended minimum of 3 players, but any number of players can use this mode to raise the count of their game. All right, so I'll have to see. I did hear from some friends who'd played it that they said 3 to 4 players is really how you should play it. So we'll probably want to use this when my wife and I just play with 2, adding that 3rd or 4th player, 3rd and or 4th player. All right. So there's the rule book. We'll set that off to the side. And then this one, I don't know if there's just 2 copies. Oh, okay, this one looks like it's in Indonesian. Buru adalah permainan papan kompetitif bergaya Uru untuk 1 hingga 5 permain. So yeah, rusty a little bit with my Indonesian, but that's kind of cool to have that in the Indonesian language. Buru punch board. We got the 4 different sections of the board represented here on the altar of Banyu. We got second punch board with other 4 tokens. I think these are going to take, if I remember right, 10 of these. Looks like there's 12 of these discs, and you're going to play with 10 of them per game. We see the Altar of Banyu on this one, Altar of Gunung on this one, and Altar of Manuk on this one. So, and then here we've got some sort of, these look like player aids. So this one lists the elder cards on this side, artisans, gatherers, nobles, and priests on that side. Okay, and then this is the same thing in Indonesian. And then here we've got the game rounds summarized and regions, actions, and key icons. And then tributes, decrees, and just some reminders of the things here. So those are a couple nice player aids. Just looks like 1 for the game. Although, I don't know, my wife and I might be able to make out enough of the Indonesian to be able to use that. We'll see. All right, and then we get into the game itself. We got the cover for the game trays. And then everything looks to be packaged in little baggies. I'm just going to go ahead and dump them as we go so you can see them. So it looks like these are leaves. So you can see those there with the little screen printing. And then we've got here, looks like some fish. And then we saw in that Kuda expansion that was purple, and it looked like it showed bones. I don't know what that's about, but something different there. And then here it looks like, let's see, what are these items here? Let's see if I can figure it out here on the listing. I probably have to go back to the rule book and see. This looks like some sort of pole or stump or something actually. All right. And then we've got the sections of the board. So there's the forest section and the shore section, I think, probably for those two. And then this is the first player token. And I forget what the other area was, but those are the, I think, the things that mark the different sections of the board. And then it looks like here we've got wood or brick of some sort, it looks like. And not sure how all this is supposed to go in. There's room underneath this as well. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit more reading. I would guess the 4-player things go here. So for now, at least, I'm going to put these underneath. I'm sure it'll, maybe this is for the Ambelau expansion, but for now I'm going to put that there. Because I think in these corners, this should be where the 4-player tokens information should go. You've got bidding tokens. So there's the purple ones and the yellow ones, all screen printed, nice big chunky wooden ones. I don't know, I guess maybe they have 2 colors per section since they're big sections. And then here are the red ones for the red player. And then here we've got, might have to go back to the Kickstarter page and see how they were laying this out. Here's the white ones and the purple ones. So yeah, it looks like there's enough for 5 players. So I'm guessing maybe they are supposed to be partnered up somehow. Not sure. Because it did say that the Ambelau expansion was also supposed to fit in here, but maybe there's another tray underneath that I just haven't gotten to yet. We'll put these under here for now. Put this on top. Oh, we still have these pieces. I bet these are for the different players, though, perhaps. So, yeah, here's the purple. So we got the boat and a point tracker, it looks like. And then the pink, same thing. And then the tan, same thing. That's the one I put underneath, isn't it? Yep. That one doesn't want to sit with that there. So, oh, there we go. And then got the red color and the yellow color. All right, so slowly figuring all of this out. And then this is the bigger piece. I don't even know if, oh, I guess it does fit in there. Yeah, so you could put this on top or move it out. We got the nice heavy metal one in there for that. So that's the first tray, kind of all sorted. And it does, it looks like it maybe a little bit warped from the shipping, but it does snap on. It seems to hold there. And then underneath that, we've got the game board, and it is a circular board, which is kind of a cool, I've always had a little fascination for circular boards. I'm not sure why. We can see the different regions. We've got the sacred lake over here, the forest over here, the shore over here, and the village over here. And you're going to be using these spots to put out those bidding tokens to bid on where you go. That's about as much as I picked up from the video yesterday, just doing a very brief refresher. And then it looks like here are the player boards, which look like your ships. And this is where you store your, you track your fish. And so this bottom is how you track your fish. And then you're going to have your face tokens for bidding here on top. And they're 2-sided, but it looks like they're the same on both sides. Oh, this one shows this symbol with the purple. And on the other side, it doesn't have that. So not sure what that is. That has that same purple symbol and nothing on the other. So, yep. Looks like there's 4 of those. And then, yeah, down here, I'm guessing this might be where the Ambelau expansion goes. We've got our cards down here underneath. And so these cards, we have some with this back. Looks like these might be by the different players. So there's the tan, there's the green, there's the blue, there's the purple, and another green. So that might be the different player. Oh, maybe not. I think these might be, because these are the resources. So maybe this is around the different parts of the board, because those are resources you're getting. These are the different chiefs and elders. These are, I think, victory or glory points. I forget what they call them for those 3 sections. So I think actually those are not what I initially thought. There might not be cards per player since there's just the bidding tokens. But like I said, just watch one real quick video. And not really much has been put out since the Kickstarter 3 years ago. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to read the rules and figure it out. Maybe I'll put my own version up, maybe even do a solo playthrough. Might be a while till I can get around to that. But here are some morning and afternoon cards here. Not sure what that all tells us here. Selamat pagi, selamat siang. And so, yep, there's those with the blue back. And then these have this back. The art really reminds me of the Wayang and Wayang Kulit, the shadow puppetry symbols and things that we would see around in the batik that we would see with the fabric design. So these are different characters that you can hire, I think. We got fishers and farmers and palm traders, priests, chiefs, forest chiefs. So those we'll leave there for now. And then it looks like everything else is going to go. I think probably these circles are going to go into here. These, let's see, do these fit somewhere? Yeah, it looks like these are going to go here. Well, this is actually going to be pretty simple to punch. And just kind of show you the reboxing as we go. It looks like I can do that if you want to hang around for these last couple of minutes and see this process. Yeah, there wasn't much in terms of punch board. Yeah, and so it's possible that you could maybe divide these up, put the one on one side, one on the other, and then maybe sort these out by the different kinds. I don't know if that's how this is designed, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's quite that way since we've got, but maybe these go together. And then there's going to be some kind of token there. Yeah, so that's what's in the base game. And these were here. Assume that's going to keep those flat. And then this was here. I think it was shaped that way. Maybe not. Was it this way? There we go. And then this was on top. Then all the manuals and guides, let's throw those on top for now and slide that aside. And if you want to see what's in the Ambelau expansion, you can stick around. I'll put some timestamps down below, so if people are just wanting to see only the base game and only the expansion, they can do that. All right, so this says a whole new region to explore with multiple new actions to take. Solo mode included for all contents. This expansion for Buru adds 7 modules to expand and deepen your games. These modules may be used individually or in any combination, giving Buru even greater variety and replayability. An additional game board, unique player powers, new ways to bid, special explorers, outlaw islanders, an expanded solo mode, and more await you on nearby shores of Ambelau. It's got all the components, adds the 5th player. Okay, so we've already seen the red character. So it must have the other player map, but we've seen those red character tiles already. 7 game modules, 2 new spirits. Well, so we've got some more altars there. All right. So if we check this out, I'm probably going to put this one on the wall because once I get this all reboxed in the other one, then this will just be an empty box. But maybe put it back there behind me on one of these shelves since it's really pretty. So we've got our components list and then an overview. The rules, this module adds Ukum, the spirits. Ambelau is a small volcanic island located about 20 kilometers from Buru. Here's that new board. An explanation about how to use it. I haven't really heard many people talk about this one. I think there was one content creator that had something about the Ambelau expansion, but I haven't watched it yet. Toko module. Toko is store. Blessings, liaisons, so lots of different modules here. Pretty nice. And then the expansi, the Indonesian rules. Here we've got maybe a different circle for the center. Let's see. You'll find an additional slightly smaller decree cover token in this box. Use this token if you own the Buru Deluxe Edition. This token fits in the custom insert. Slightly smaller decree cover token. Okay, not sure. Here's that 5th player board, and then it looks like we've got new Indonesian and English guides for the Ambelau expansion information. And here's the new board. So we got moving canoes. It looks interesting. And then here it looks like slightly smaller decree cover in the box. Is this? Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, Looks like they might have had a misprint here because this is just ever so slightly smaller. I bet this one fits in the space it's supposed to go in and this doesn't. And then we've got some more of these to punch out and put in that main board, or main box, I mean. We've got ships here. It looks like these ships aren't any different than before. I'm not sure. We'll have to read through their instructions again. We've got some, in fact, these aren't screen printed where the other ones were, so I'm not sure what we would use those for unless you just need a second ship. Maybe those are the canoes. We saw that mentioned in the module. And then here we've got some more of the pink, purple, white, and yellow characters. And then here's a full set of red, which I think we actually already had in the other box. I might have duplicates of those. Let's see how that all fits together. And then we've got, here's another gray fish. And then we've got these two symbols. I think they were spirits, or at least this one was showing some kind of a spirit. It looks more like a flower. And this one looks almost like a temple altar or something, so we'll see. Yeah, and there is another fish in this bag too, so I don't know if I just ended up with an extra. And then we've got some cards for the Ambelau. Looks like these are not the kind that are easy to open though. Let's see if I can do that with a knife without causing any damage. So we can see what's here. All right. So yeah, it looks like it has more cards with that backing. And then these look new. And then those look new. So these are morning and afternoon cards. They do look new with a different back. And then these are bold, industrious, friendly, so some kind of character trait cards. And then thieves, apostates, smugglers, pirates, tyrants, poachers. I really love the art on these cards. And then some more smaller cards. Oops, sorry, a little avalanche over here. We got some purple backed and reddish backed cards. And looks like just we got some scoring tokens, and then Wizened Elder, Elder Outlaw, Ibu Elder, and Ukum Elder. So that is what comes in the game of Buru and the Ambelau expansion. So I'm going to try to figure out how all this gets boxed back together and then maybe add that on to the end of this video if you're interested. But if you are just wanting to see what's in the game itself, then you can sign off right now, and I appreciate you watching the video. If you have any questions about the game, like I said, I'm hoping to play this in the next couple days as we wrap up the last few days of our Christmas break. Once you get back into school mode, it's just hard to play these longer games and learn games that are new to us. So hopefully we can get this covered in a couple of days, and I'll be able to answer questions soon if that works out. So leave any comments, questions, thoughts below. And as always, thanks for watching. This is BillyIndiana signing off. All right, for those that wanted to stick around and see how this thing gets organized, here we go. I've got the regular rules in English and the player aids and also the expansion rules and player aid for the expansion here on the top. And then in this container, most of it I had figured out correctly, but the yellow symbols are a little smaller, so they fit better down in here, and you put 2 of the fish in each one. And then I have 2 sets of these red ones, so I'm not sure why that is the case. I don't know if some of them were misprinted, but other than that, it was pretty much correct. Here are those 2 different Ambelau expansion tokens, and then instead of having the fish up here, that's where those brown wooden, I think they're wood or brick, I forget how, I still haven't looked at the rules, how those go. And so those are on top. And then underneath, then I put all the Indonesian rules and player aids, both for the regular game and the expansion, there, just so that the bottom of this game tray doesn't kind of scrape up the game board. And the game board is next, and then we've got the Ambelau game board right underneath that, and then we've got the 5 player boards underneath that, and then we've got the smaller circular board. Here is the extra one, and here is the little wooden token. I think these are just spare parts in case anything gets damaged. And then I've put the Kuda expansion, the Ambelau expansion cards here for the big ones and here for the small ones. Put the Kuda object here, all the altars go here, all the circular tokens go here, and then this little token fits right there. These are the cards for the original game, and then this is just that Indonesian coin. And so yeah, everything just fits nicely in there. This circle just goes right here in the spot made for it. And then we put the player aids. There's just kind of a groove that they fit into right there. And then the circle goes on top for the Ambelau expansion. And this one, and then like I said, I have the Indonesian rules underneath that. And then the main game box, the main game tray, and then the English rules for all the expansions there. And everything fits nicely in the box, both the expansion and the other. There were some pictures on the side of the insert, or the bottom part of the box, that helped me figure some of that out. So, but that's how I organize it. And then these, I think, are the extra pieces. And then this one won't be needed at all. So if you were curious to see how it all fit together, there you go. So again, as always, thanks for watching. This is BillyIndiana signing off.